Modern schools, they're barely 200 years old, but India's education system, it's over 5,000 years strong. Long before bells rang and benches lined up, India had something the world came to learn from. No bags, no exams, no stress, just wisdom, wonder and a way of life. This is the story of how children learn not just to read and write, but to live with purpose. Welcome to the world of Gurukuls. Today I'm taking you back thousands of years ago to ancient India, where learning was an experience, not just a subject. In this video, you'll hear stories that will amaze you, inspire you and make you proud of our roots. Ready to travel back in time? Let's begin. Thousands of years ago in India, schools didn't look anything like what we see today. There were no buildings, no school buses, no blackboards and no exams. Instead, there were Gurukuls. A Gurukul was usually set in a quiet place, often in forests or villages, away from all distractions. Students were called Shishyas and they would live with their Guru, which means teacher. But the Guru wasn't just someone who taught lessons. He guided the students in every part of life. Children would leave their homes at a young age and stay at the Gurukul for many years. They would study, help with daily chores, follow discipline and live a simple life. This system believed that real learning happens not just through books, but through experience, respect and close connection with the teacher. The relationship between the Guru and the Shishya was very special, based on trust, patience and values. The Guru treated every student like their own child and focused not just on knowledge, but also on building strong character. This way of learning is called the Gurukul system, and it is one of the oldest education systems in the world. And what made it truly unique was how it focused on the overall growth of a child's mind, body and soul. So what did children actually learn in these Gurukuls? A lot more than just reading and writing. They learned mathematics not just to solve sums, but to design temples, build homes and even create complex calendars. They studied astronomy, tracking stars, planets, constellations and even predicting eclipses long before telescopes were invented. Medicine and surgery were taught too. Did you know? Sushruta, known as the father of surgery, was trained under this very system. His ancient texts describe surgeries that are still respected today. I've already made a video on Acharya Sushruta. If you haven't watched it yet, click the card up here. And that's just one example. The Gurukul education was vast and deep. They also studied language, grammar, logic and philosophy. It was all about shaping sharp minds and strong character, with values like honesty, respect, courage, discipline and gratitude. These weren't just lessons, they were a way of life, practiced every single day. Because the goal wasn't just to create smart students, but to raise wise, kind and responsible human beings. In the Gurukul, learning wasn't about memorizing. It was about truly understanding. They chanted verses to remember the Vedas, watched the stars to learn science, and most importantly, they learned by doing it. Whether it was farming, cooking or helping around the ashram, there was no difference between rich and poor. Every child was equal. The Guru was respected like a parent and the bond was pure. They ate together, lived together, learned together. That's how children grew up. Wise, grounded and responsible. And here's something that will truly amaze you. Gurukuls are not just chapters in history books. They're still alive. In the sacred land of Gokarna in Karnataka, there exists a living, breathing embodiment of ancient wisdom, Vishnugupta Vishwa Vidyapeetham. Inspired by the spirit of Takshashila, this modern day Gurukul is where students live in harmony with nature, chant the Vedas, study science and grow under the loving guidance of their gurus. It's not just an institution, it's a timeless tribute to India's soul, proving that our heritage isn't gone, it's glowing. And guess what? India's knowledge didn't just stay inside the Gurukuls. It reached the world. Travelers and scholars from countries like China, Greece and Arabia and beyond came here to learn. India's ancient universities were the world's earliest centers of higher learning. Takshashila, dating back to the 6th century BC, was a hub where students from across Asia came to study medicine, mathematics, politics and more. Nalanda, founded around 427 CE, had over 10,000 students and 2,000 teachers, offering advanced knowledge in astronomy, grammar, logic and medicine. And yes, I've already made a detailed video on Nalanda, our very own world famous university. Do check it out if you haven't already. These incredible places existed centuries before Oxford began teaching in 1096 CE and long before Harvard was even founded in 1636 CE. India's educational heritage wasn't just ancient, it was advanced, and the world came to realize India wasn't just spiritual, it was scientific. Our stories weren't just myths, they were lessons. Our education wasn't just smart, it was complete. Even today, the Gurukul system teaches us something powerful. Learning should be joyful, not stressful. Education isn't just for marks, it's for life. And above all, respect for our teachers and parents never goes out of style. And that's why in India, the Guru was seen as everything. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. The Guru is the creator, the protector, the transformer of knowledge, the divine guide who leads us from darkness to light. This wasn't just a chant, it was a truth lived every day in the Gurukuls. Wasn't that amazing? Ancient India didn't just teach alphabets, it taught the art of living. Gurukuls were more than schools, they were homes of wisdom. If you love the story of how India once taught the world, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until my next video, stay curious and keep reading. Signing off, Page Pulse Bailey. See you next time.